Namaste. Welcome back to mathematics session. So in previous class we have completed multiplication. Okay. So we know all these four fundamental operations. They are addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. We have completed all these three: addition, subtraction and multiplication. Now today's class, let us start with the new chapter, that is division. Hope you all are ready with your textbook. Can you see? Yeah, here these are all few marbles I have, and also I have 4 friends to share. I need to share all these whatever marbles I have along with my friends. Okay, so 4 has to be shared these marbles. So I have counted, there are 32 marbles I have, and 4 friends are there. How to share? What should I have to apply? Do I have to add? Do I need to add? Just think. Do I have to subtract? Already we have learnt, no? Do I have to subtract? What should I have to do? Do I need to subtract? Or else, do I need to multiply these two? Then we will get. Then think. No. I have to share all these 32 marbles among 4. So, I have to divide it. What do I need to do? I have to divide. So, 32 should be divided by 4. Then, we will get the proper exact division. Exactly, it will be shared among 4. So, have a look at the table of 4. As I told you, need to practice very well the tables. So 4, how much are 32 do we get? Yes, 4 8s are 32. That means each will get 8 marbles. Shall we share? Yeah, when we divide 32 marbles into 4 equal parts, then each will get 8 marbles. Okay, this is called division. When we divide, there will be nothing here. So this is 0. When we get 0 at the end, then it will be called as the thing or the number is divided equally and there will be no remainder. Okay, this is about division which we know already. This is the way we do solve division sums, and this is called long division. Okay, here from 4 we do divide. Okay, so 4 is called as divisor. From which number we do divide, it is called as divisor, and the number which we are going to divide is called as dividend. Okay, these are the terms used in division. Then the answer 4 8s are 32. This is called answer of division, and the answer of division is called as quotient. Okay, so these are the 3 terms which we know already. Divisor, from which number we will do divide, and the dividend, the number which we are going to divide is called dividend. The answer of the division sum is called as quotient. In this sum, the number is completely divisible, we can tell, because here we got 0 after dividing, we get 0. So this 32 is exactly divisible by 4. Let us have a look at another problem. So here we have to divide 39 from 4. Okay, do we have 39 in the table of 4? No. So nearby number, we know already about this such division. So 4 9s are 36. 36 will be, then after subtraction, then how much do we get? 3 here, and here it will be 0. Okay, so here we get a number left over except 0. So this number is not completely divisible. This is called as remainder. So these are the terms which we do use in division: divisor, quotient, dividend and remainder. Have a look at this example. So from 3 we are going to divide 695. How it should be written, we know very well. This is the way of writing while division. And in all other operation, addition, subtraction, multiplication, we do start from ones. But we know about in division, we have to start from higher place value, place of the digit. Okay, so from 6 we need to start dividing from 3. Okay, so 3, how much are 6? For this we should be perfect in the table. Okay, so 3, how much are 6? 3 2s are 6. That should be written above here, above the digit. That answer should be written. 3 2s are 6. We do get that product should be here, and we know very well that division is repeated subtraction. So subtract here. Then later on, what we have to do? Next step. That is, we need to take down 9 here. Okay. So here we do get 9. Then 3, how much are? 3. 3s are 9. Here 3s are should be written 9 here, minus again subtract, and we do get here 0. Is that all? No. We need to take down 5. Then here we do have 5. Alright. Now, do we have 5 in the table of 3? No. Then what should be done? Here 3 2s are 6, which will be greater than 5. We should take the previous one. Okay. That is 3 1s are 3. Here we do get 3 1s are 3. 1 should be written here, and 3 here. Subtract, and we do get here 5 minus 3 is 2. So have a look at here. Here 3 will be divisor. From which number we are going to divide, that will be called as divisor, and the number which we are going to divide is called dividend, and the answer, final answer which we get in division sum is called quotient, and which is left over at the end is called remainder. Okay, always the remainder is, have a look here, the remainder will be always less than the divisor. So you should keep in mind about this. Okay, then if there is no number left over, okay, if we get, in case if we have 0 here, then the complete division sum, that number is completely divisible, exactly divisible. If the number left over except 0, then the number is not exactly divisible by the divisor. Okay, this is all about. Have a look at this. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. This is the relation between these terms of division. Okay, so dividend will be is equal to, what's the dividend? Let us have a check here. Dividend is 695. Divisor how much? We have divisor 3 into, what the quotient? We got 231 plus remainder. What is the remainder? Here we have. Okay, so let us multiply these two first. Okay, how much do we get? Yeah, correct. We will get 693. Okay, plus 2. How much we got? We do get 695. That means this is the relation, and which it will be useful for us to check or correct or verify the answer of division sum. Okay, this is a relation between these terms of division. Let us know few facts of division. In division sums, when no remainder is left or remainder is 0, the dividend is exactly divisible. So we know already about these, just we will go through. Okay, the remainder is always less than the divisor. So whenever the remainder left over, that will be always less than the divisor. Okay, and here are two formulae. We have dividend is equal to divisor into quotient when the remainder is 0. If the remainder is non-zero, if it is not 0, then we need to apply this. Dividend is equal to divisor into quotient plus remainder. Okay, these are all few facts of division. Look at this. Here we have 8 divided by 1. So we are dividing 8 from 1. We will get here. So from 1 we have to divide 8. 1 8s are 8. So the quotient is, yes, we'll get 8. That means the number itself. Similarly, let us have few more examples here. We have 34 divided by 1. We are dividing 34 from 1. Then what do we get as like here? Yes, we are going to get the number itself or the dividend itself. 34. 680 divided by 1. What do we get? Of course, we do get 680. 4972 divided by 1. Here also, we are going to get 4972 itself. Okay, from this, what can we learn? The first property of division, that is, when any number divided by 1, we will get the same number or the number itself. So this is all about the first property of division. If a number is divided by 1, the quotient is the number itself. Have a look at these examples. Now have a look at here. So 12 divided by 12. That is when a number is dividing by itself. Okay. So 12 divided by 12. Then what the answer will be? Yeah, you are correct. We do get the answer or quotient as 1, isn't it? If it is 3-digit number, 834 divided by 834, of course, the same if a number is divided by itself. So, the quotient or the answer will be 1 itself. Okay. If it is 4-digit number, 1347 divided by 1347. Of course, what the answer may be? Yeah, you are correct. So this is another second property that when a number is divided by itself, the quotient will be 1. Okay. So what's the second property? If a number other than 0 is divided by itself, the quotient is 1. This is the second property of division. Now say this. 0 divided by 8. We are dividing 0 from a number. Okay. So what do we get? Yes, this is the third property of division. If 0 is divided by any number other than 0, the quotient or the answer of division sum will be 0. Okay. Now see here some few more examples. 0 divided by 174. Whatever the divisor may be, if we have 0 in the place of dividend, then if 0 is divided by any number other than 0, the quotient is 0. So here also 0. 0 divided by 3491. Of course, here also we do get 0 according to the property of division. Then 0 divided by 7589 will be 0 itself. So what can we state here? What can we write? So if 0 is divided by a number other than 0, the quotient is 0. So this is the third property of division. Let us move on to another property. Every division sum has a division fact and a multiplication fact to verify it. So we know already about division and multiplication are inverse operation. Okay. So the relation between these two we can find here in this property. Let us go through one example. So this is a division sum. Okay. 10 divided by 5 is equal to 2. Okay. That according to this property, every division sum has a division fact and a multiplication fact. First, let us see what's division fact of this sum. Okay. Yeah. So division fact of this sum will be 10. If you divide 10 by 5, we'll get 2. What about if 10 divided by 2? What do we get? 5. Isn't it? This is division fact for this sum. Okay. What's the multiplication fact for this division sum? Yeah. That is, if 5 and 2 are multiplied, we will get the number 10. That is, divisor into quotient is equal to dividend. We have found in the beginning itself when we are knowing about the relation between the terms then that is a multiplication fact. So from this we came to know every division sum has a division fact as well as multiplication fact. To verify it whether we got the correct answer, correct quotient or not, we can do verification using these facts, division fact or multiplication fact. Let us see one more example. 54 divided by 9. What the quotient will be? Yes, the quotient will be 6. Let us check. To verify this sum, whatever we have done, it's right or wrong, we can go through with this property, division fact. It will be having one of the division fact and also multiplication fact, both, to check the answer. Are you ready? What the division fact? Yes. If 54 is divided by 6, if we divide it from this quotient, we must get the divisor, correct? So, division fact will be 54 divided by 6. What do we get here? Yes, it is 9. So, this is division fact. So, we have verified, we have checked this sum, whatever solved, it is correct. What about multiplication fact? Yes, if divisor and quotient, if we multiply 9 into 6, if we get dividend, 9 6 are, yes, it is 54. So, the answer, the sum, whatever solved, it is correct. To verify the answer, to verify the sum, we can have this property, we can check this property with, and it will be verified and we can correct the problem. So, what's missing here? Dividend, correct. To find the missing dividend also, we can apply this property. How? So, here we have to apply multiplication fact. How it can be done? When dividend is missing, we don't know the dividend, then divisor into quotient, we will get the dividend. So, apply here multiplication fact and find out the dividend. Here dividend is missing. What should be applied? Divisor 2 into quotient 8, and we do get 8 2 8s are 16. So, to find the missing dividend, we can apply this property. Here apply multiplication fact and find out the dividend. Can you? So, we know dividend will be is equal to divisor into quotient. Okay. So, what could be done here? Which is the divisor? 9 into quotient. Multiply. What's the product? 21 into 9. If you multiply, what do we get? Yes, 189. What is 189? This is the missing dividend. Okay, hope you understood. This property will be applied to find the missing dividend. Look at this. Here what's missing? Yes, divisor is missing. So, to find the missing divisor, we have to apply here. What should be applied? Multiplication fact? No, we have to apply here division fact. Okay, what's the division fact we have learned? If the dividend is divided by the divisor, we'll get the quotient. And if the dividend is completely divisible by any number, then if we get the quotient, from that quotient if you divide, we'll get the divisor. That is the fact of division. So, therefore, what could be done to find out this missing divisor? We can divide this quotient from quotient. Then we will get, shall we divide here? So, from 2, let us divide 84. 2 4s are 8. Subtract 0 will get 4. We need to take down 2 2s are 4 here and 2 2s are 4. Subtract will get 0. So, this is the what? We have got the quotient. So, which is the missing divisor here? Yes, 42. Okay. In our third standard, we have learnt about division by one digit number. Now we are going to learn about division by two-digit number. Okay, let us go through one simple problem. Divide 289 by 12. So how it should be written? We can write using the symbol divide. 289 divided by 12, and we are going to solve it by long division method. Yeah, we know how to divide, but here we have divisor as two-digit number. Okay, so division should start from highest place, that is from 2. Here we need to start. One thing we should keep in mind, when we can't divide the number, let us start with the 12. Okay, so as I have told you many times that you must practice the table. So let us write the table of 12 by the side. Okay, 12 ones are 12. Here we'll get 12 ones are. Here we have 2. Is it possible to divide? Then we should check for the previous one in the table. Then 12 ones are 12. What's the previous will be? 12 zeros are how much? 0. Okay, we know about it. Here, whenever we can't divide the number, upon that we should write this one. That is 12 zeros are 0. Okay. After this, we know division is repeated subtraction. So subtract, we'll get 2 here. Okay. Then what the next step? We need to take down 8. Alright. Now we need to check in the table of 12. Do we have 28? Let us check. 12 ones are 12. 12 twos are 24. What about 12 threes are 36. What we got? Here we have 28, 24 and 36. 36 is greater. So we need to take the smaller number. We need to subtract now. So upon this, here we need to write 12 twos are 24. Okay. Now 8 minus 4, 4. And here we'll get 2 minus 2, 0. We need to take down the last digit, that is 9. We do get 49. So here do we have, let us continue the table. 12 fours are 48. Then 12 fives are, yes, you are correct, 60. Check which one can we take here. Can we take 60? No, it's greater. So near and smaller than that we can take. So 12 fours are 48. We need to write here. Okay. And what do we get here? Yes, subtract 9 minus 8, 1, 0. Okay. So this is about division by two-digit number. Okay. So here we'll get divisor 12, dividend 289, and the quotient is 24, remainder 1. Pause the video and copy it in your classwork. So here the divisor is 12, dividend is 289, quotient is 24, and the remainder is 1. Alright, are you ready to learn how to divide by two-digit numbers? So here we need to find the quotient and remainder. The problem first sum is 445 divided by 14. So we know how to write while solving long division method. Okay. So this is the way we do write. First we need to start from the highest place value, that digit, and we have to solve digit by digit. Here we have only one digit. From two digit we can't divide. So we need to start from, yeah, you know very well, 14 zeros are. In the rough work place, write the table. So as we can't divide, write here 0. 14 zeros are, we know about that. Then write 4 after subtraction. Take down next digit and we do get here 44. Now we need the table of 14. 14 ones are 14. 14 twos are how much? Yes, it is 28. 14 threes are 42. 14 fours are 56. Okay. Now check. Here we have 44. Let us have a look here. 42 here we have 46. 44 will be in between, isn't it? So we need to go for the smaller than or smaller number than 44. Then above this, whichever we have taken down, no, above that we need to write the quotient. 14 threes are 42. Then subtract 4 minus 2 will be 2. 4 minus 4, 0. Now we need to take down 5. How much we got? We got 25. Then let us have a look here. We do have here 14 ones are 14, 14 twos are 28. So 28 will be greater. So we should go back. Then 14 ones are 14. We do get here. Okay. This minus sign is important. Then 5 minus 4 will be 1. 2 minus 1 is 1. As we know, the remainder when we get smaller than the divisor, there we need to stop solving. Okay. So what the quotient here? Of course, quotient is 31. What about remainder? Remainder is 11. Alright, hope you understood. Pause the video and copy it in your classwork. Now open your textbook, and in that we are going to solve the few sums of exercise 5B. Second main, find the quotient and remainder in that first one. 6,952 divided by 52. We know how to write it. Of course, we do need the table of 52. Then how to write? We know tables are nothing but we can write by adding up. That's also table. Let us write in that way 52's table. So here we have 6 in first. We have to divide, start from 6. So it's not possible. We need to write 52. Zeros are 0. Then subtract 6 here. 9 you need to take down. And we do get 69. Is there 69 in the table of 52? So 52 twos are, it will be 104. So we have to take 52 ones itself. Okay. So 52 ones are 52. Then subtract. We'll get here 9 minus 2 is 7. 6 minus 1. 6 minus 5. 1. Now we need to take down 5. Alright. See, for each step we need to take only one digit at once. Okay. Now we got 175. So we have to divide. After writing the here, we need to write the quotient above 5. Whichever digit we do take down, above that we need to write. Here we have 175. So let us have a check. In the table of 52, do we have 175? Here 52 twos are 104. 52 threes are 156. What about 52 fours are? It will be 208. So 208 will be greater. So we should come back to 52 threes are. Okay. This 3 should be written here. 52 threes are 156. Now subtract. We can't subtract. So borrow, and from 15 if you subtract 6, how much do we get? Yes, we do get 9. And here 6 minus 5, 1. And here 0. Now finally we need to take down 2. Alright. Now have a check here. 192. Do we have here 52, 104, 156, and 52 fours are 208. It's not possible. So we need to go back to 52 threes are again. Okay. And we'll get here 156. subtract. How much do we get? We can't subtract, so borrow and subtract. 12 minus 6 will be 6, 8 minus 5, 3, and here 0. So as we know, when we get the remainder less than the divisor, there we need to stop dividing. Okay, as we know that remainder is always less than divisor. Okay, let us write the quotient and remainder of this sum. Which is the quotient? Yes, 133 is the quotient and 36 will be the remainder. Pause the video and copy it in your classwork. We move on to next problem. 6784 divided by 84. We know this is the way of writing to solve division sums in long division method. So 84, as we don't know the table of 84, it is very easy to mention, write down. It's better to write in your rough notebook the tables, okay, of that divisor. How to write? We know very well, tables are nothing but repeated addition of the same number. Okay, so we can start from 84 zeros are 0. Okay, then 84 ones are, we know very well. You can apply multiplication also here. So 84 ones are 84. Then 84 twos are, how much it will be? Either you can multiply from 2 or else repeatedly add. How many times? 2 times. Then how much do we get? Yeah, 168. That's all. This is a very easy way to write down the table and it will be useful for you to solve here. Yeah. Now, shall we start? As we know, from 84 we can't divide the 6. So we have to write 0 above here in this place itself. Then 84 zeros are 0. Then subtract, take down 7. We'll get here 67. Do we have 67? No. Again, what should be done? Yes. Above 7, we need to write 0 again. 84 zeros are 0. Then subtract 7. We'll get 6 again. Now, third step. We are here and we'll get here 8. Okay. Now, 678 is greater than 84. Now, we can divide. Till we get near this number, we have to go on adding or multiplying and we'll check in this table, in this rough work place. Okay. So, the table is ready. 678 we do have here. Now check for the nearest number. Here we have 84 sevens are 588, 84 eights are 672, 84 nines are 756. Then which one will be? Yes, we will not. If we did not get the exact number, then we should take the smaller than that. So above this 8, 84 eights are 672 should be written here. Subtract, then write here. Subtract. Finally, we need to take down 4. Can we subtract? But here above this, we need to write. What to be written? As 84 ones are start from 84, what should we have to write here? Yes, 84 zeros are again we need to write. Okay. Then after subtraction, we will get the remainder 64 itself. You may ask why this one? Because we need to complete this step. After taking down, we need to divide this number, no? So, we have to divide by writing here 0, 84 zeros are 0 and subtraction. This is the remainder. By the side, we need to write. What's the quotient? Yes, 80 is the quotient and remainder is 64. Pause the video and copy it in your classwork. Now open your textbook page number 55. Write today's date. This is about get set go, whatever you have learned in third standard. Okay. Solve the following division sums and shade the correct quotient. 1 has been done for you. See, 0 divided by 1 will get 0 itself. It has been shaded. The same way, find the quotient and shade the correct answer. Okay. And mark it as homework. This is a simple homework which you can do. Next, you do have second main, write down the division fact for the following multiplication facts. We have learnt today and also previous class we have learnt for third standard. Just you need to write down here itself in the textbook. Okay. Mark it as homework. You need to write the multiplication facts. Okay. Now third main, make statements true by filling multiplication sign or division sign. You have to write the symbol which will be correct for these answers given. Mark this one also as homework. Very easy, 3 mains in this textbook page. Mark it as homework. Now open textbook, page number 57, exercise 5A. Today in multiplication, in division, properties of division, we have learned many more things about multiplication and division facts. Okay. Along with that, properties of division related to those, here you have few sums to solve and fill the blanks. You have to fill the blanks. Okay. Mark this first main, second main and third main as homework. Okay. Find the dividends in these divisions. We have solved few of the sums today's class. Find the divisors in these divisions. Okay. We know how to find. Next, apply the properties of division and fill these blanks. That's it. Will you do? Okay. Okay. What did we learn today? We have started the chapter 5, division. And in this, we are familiar now with the terms of division, divisor, dividend, quotient and remainder. Along with that, we have learnt about properties of division and also few simple sums related to division by 2-digit number we have started. Hope you all will practice at home. Daily you need to practice the table to be perfect in multiplication and division concepts. Okay. Practice tables regularly by writing. You need to write and practice and complete the given homework, whatever given today. Okay. Dhanyavad.